very self-sufficient. So you can know as parents, if you had children, and they were one to say, I can do it, Mom. I can do it, Mom. I got it. I know how to do it, Mom. It's okay. That could have been either your little frog or your little elephant. They're very confident and they are very enduring. Because they work really well in teams. As a matter of fact, when you think about elephants in the real world, they're clannish. They all go to the watering hole together. And they like to hang out with each other. So they like to, if you were a person in a work situation, your little frog would be your lone ranger and your little elephant would be your team player. They also can be very decisive and strong-willed. I think I might have said that. A little stubbornness from time to time, but that's just from digging the heels in, you know, wanting to make sure it gets done. So these two can have a great time together, and they will have amazing, challenging conversations. Okay, let's go to the butterflies.
Question.
Yes.
Would you go over the square, the triangle, and what they are in the animal? I think I got them mixed up.
The triangle is the frog, and the elephant is the square.
Okay.
And
And the
And
circle.
the butterfly is a circle.
Okay.
Now, there were some of you put your hands up, and as soon as you did that, I watched you, because all the time that you ask anyone about being a butterfly, they have to grin. They do. They just have this involuntary thing about grinning. Okay, what are the butterflies? Cheerful, of course, because they're very friendly. They love humor. They love to have fun. And they love people. You see, frogs become really good technicians and engineers, and so do the elephants sometimes, you know, they become really good at that process of doing things together. But, oh my God, the butterfly. Well, first of all, butterfly is a natural entrepreneur because they like to have variety. They like variety. They can be restless because they like that variety. They get a little restless. They can be spontaneous and sociable. And they can also be scattered. They can take on a little bit and then, you know, lose sight of where they were. It isn't that they forget you, it's just that they have a lot of people packed in their head. So they like a variety of people. So for them, so I said that frogs, it was about drive and energy, and for elephants it can often be about security, and for the butterflies it's a lot about love, because it's about relationships.
You can be a combination.
So you see how we have both sides to our makeup, right? What is a strength on the one side, too much of it becomes part of our, oops, I have to pay attention and do a self-correction here. I love that word, isn't that a great word? I like to do self-corrections. Gets me out of having to apologize all the time. So, how about the turtles? Turtles are amiable and usually very calm.
We already did turtle.
No, we didn't.
No,
We
we
did
didn't.
frog and elephant and
Oh,
butterfly.
I'm sorry, we did frog. I'm sorry.
Could you stay with the program here, ladies?
I'm a frog. I want to lead it.
So turtles are amiable? and
Amiable,
Usually calm.
calm. They're very dependable. They can be very diplomatic. But when it gets really rough out there, they just go and they're gone inside their shell.
Uh-huh.
They can't withdraw. And they're not coming out till they're bloody well ready to come out. So knocking on the shell ain't gonna make any difference. So they also are very empathetic, and the way that butterflies are empathetic, turtles are empathetic as well. They just don't do it quite so verbally. And if you know you're an empathic, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm too. You saw me waving away over here because I wanted to make sure that I didn't take on things I wasn't supposed to take on today. They can be shy and timid, but they're amazingly creative. And inside of that little self that they create is amazing imagination, amazing creativity. And they are often artists and musicians and people who come out to express not so much through the word, but through their expression otherwise, you know, through their music or dance, whatever. They don't like form. They like everything to be free. And they have lots of imagination. So when you hear me share those things with you, based on what you chose, one of two things are possible. This fits for you, or what you chose is the way you're moving towards. You know.
I'm a combination of two.
Oh, we're all combinations,
Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
absolutely. So it's possible then you are a combination of two. You probably have two with a strong third. If you got all four, you're pretty skitsy, you know.
Yes, I do know.
We can talk later. So what is the point of this? What is the meaning of this? What is the value? I'm a person that's always seeking the value in something. Value in people, value in experience, value in opportunity, value in a learning. So how does it have value when I can look out and I can pretty much tell from the way. So how do we give it away? Well, first of all, like I said, going to the museum, sitting in a room, often the turtles are pretty still. Butterflies are restless, so they, gotta make something happen. Frogs are the ones who typically keep looking at their watch. They're not going anywhere, they just want to move it along, right? And the people who show up, so let's do a typical situation at an event. Let's think about it a little differently. If you're in a work situation, who is the one that's always going to remember everybody's birthday and make sure there's a cake and everybody has a card signed?
The butterfly.
You got it. Who do they have to find, the last signature to get on to the card, to give it to the person? The turtle. Yep.
Oh, the turtle.
Oh.
Who might have something to say about the card or the cake?
Frog.
The frog.
Yeah, perhaps. And who's just wanted to go along with it because it's wonderful and it means everybody's together?
Yellow phone.
You got it. So, anybody got anything from this that you go, Anybody have any, And I bet some of you are in there busy going, this is just like my wife. Or this is like my used to be husband. Or this, one man, when I did this one time, one man ran from all the way from the back of the room. He says, Daddy, finally you helped me understand my son. Good. Took a long time to get there, but aren't we glad we got there, right? So, how do I work with this? In the 2 minutes I've got left, how do I work with this? Let me see. Well, first of all, am I still on? Okay. It's good when you're still on.
Yes, yes. Be the light.
I have spent 30 years being a trainer and a speaker. I'm a Scottish storyteller. I go out now and do something called business theatre, which is putting on my Scottish regalia if I want to, and telling stories. Because I'm a great believer in the power of the story. And we can change lives with stories, which is what I intend to do with my little book. So my book is going to have 17 great caricatures and cartoons about the storytellers. because all of the butterflies and the turtles reading my book are going to go, ooh, isn't this fun? And the stories are going to be very organized, which will suit the others. And we're going to have a wonderful cover on it that will be fun and playful. I think I'm the one doing this, aren't I? Is that better?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So, what I would love to do as a way of sharing my ending with you is rejoice in your own uniqueness. Whatever that is, however you express that. Because you are one of a kind. There's none other like you. There may be people who share your eye color. There may be people who share your height. There may be people who share your voice dynamics. There may even be people who laugh like you. But nobody's like you. We are so beautifully diverse. And, you know, when I finished the last story yesterday, I now have a collection from Asian, European, British, Canadian, American, and South American storytellers. It's pretty wild, isn't it? And you know, some of them had to find their way to the place that we're seeking. Some of them got to be 50 years old before they said, aha. Through their tragedies, through their uprise, through their learnings, to get where they got to the place of saying, aha, this is who I am. This is my home. So thank you for allowing me to come visit your home. And if any of you do presentations or do speaking or do training at all in the room, anybody through your work? Okay, good. So I'd like to tell you about something a little later we can talk about. So whatever your style is when you present, it's make sure that you build rapport with all the frogs and all the turtles and all the elephants and all the butterflies in the room. Thank you.
Thank you.